Faster than a speeding bullet, can leap tall geeks in a single bound. It's Mascot! Whoosh! I can whoosh if I want to.
Hey, what's up my peoples? EmGo here, the freaking geek himself, and today we will be reviewing the DC Multiverse Batman v Superman, So here we are, and there he is, and first and foremost, as always, we'll take a quick look at the packaging. So right here in the background you have, I don't know what that's supposed to be. There you have Superman being all Superman-y. Collect and connect Grapnel blaster replica. Whee! DC Multiverse up top. Batman v Superman logo. You got Superman right here on the side. You got a little breakdown here of the movie. On this side, on the other side, you just have the Batman v Superman logo. On the back of the box, collect and connect all 8 figures to build Batman's Grapnel blaster. That looks like it's going to be pretty cool when it's all put together. And down here you have your product shots of all the figures in this wave. You got Superman, Batman, Wonder Woman, Armored Batman, figures 5 through 8 coming soon. And that's basically it for the packaging. So moving right along, here we have the Man of Steel himself, Mr. Superman. This is the first figure in the Batman v Superman line here for the DC Multiverse. And I saw these figures at my local Toys R Us and I picked them up because I'm legit excited for this movie, and I know there are people who are already like, oh, it's gonna suck, it's the worst movie ever. I don't care, I'm excited for this movie. So I picked these figures up and they're pretty cool. So let's get in close here on the head sculpt. You can see a pretty good head sculpt. I mean, it's an okay likeness to Henry Cavill. Not spot on, but yeah, it looks pretty good. Got some nice molded detail there in the hair. There's some nice paintwork there in the eyes. Not bad. I think the Man of Steel figure has a better head sculpt, but we'll get into that in a little bit. But let's take a look at the suit here. I love the texture in the suit. I just think it looks really cool. It comes off really well on this figure. And the paint they used is a nice, it has a nice sheen to it, which is really nice. It just really pops there. Has a little bit of paint splotch here that I can't quite get off, but yeah, there you go. Take a look at the sculpt here. He's got his bazillion ab muscles right there. You can see the detail there and the paintwork on the sides. A little bit of gold there, gold on the buckle. Going down the legs again, you get some more detail there. That's picked out in paint. You got the boots right there, which are darker red with a lighter red trim right there. And you got the cuffs here, which again are nicely picked out in paint. The cape is made of that softish plastic right there, so it has a gift to it, so you don't have to worry about breaking it or anything. Lift the cape up here so you can see the detail on the back of the suit, which is quite nice also. And there you go. Now, articulation-wise, the head can rotate. So you can do a full 360. He can't really look up. He can look up a little bit, look down a little bit. And, I feel like it should be a requirement for all Superman toys to be able to look up for flying poses, and he can't do that. So that that should just be a requirement for all Superman toys. Should be able to look up. But oh well. Arms can do a full 360. They can go in and out. Got a bicep swivel. About 90 degrees there of bend at the elbow. The wrist can swivel. Got a waist swivel. Legs can go forward. This much. Back. Only that much. Outward. So the outward movement you're going to get. You do have a thigh swivel. Under 90 degrees there of knee bend. Not a full 90. And the feet can move up and down. So there you go. Not super duper posable. There you go. Now, of course, he does include the first piece here of the Grapnel blaster right here. And yeah, this is the handle. And as you can see, I mean, granted, I have small hands, but just judging by this, I mean, this is going to be a pretty a pretty good-sized piece when it's all put together, just judging by the handle. So, just to get in close here, has some nice molding in it. It's going to get the wood grain look. And the paintwork's okay. Of course, here you have part of the base. So yeah, the trigger doesn't move or anything. It's all just one solid chunk of plastic. Nothing moves on this. But yeah, there you go. There's the first piece of the Grapnel blaster. And as we review the figures, we will put these things together until we have the full Grapnel blaster. So that's going to be pretty cool. So you have that. So now we'll bring him in, and we'll bring in the Man of Steel version here. So you can see the differences. Obviously, big difference is the coloration of the Man of Steel suit was a lot darker, and this one they brightened it up a lot. And you can see whereas the details here are black, the details here are actually a lighter blue now than the rest of the suits. And you have some different shapes going on here in the abdomen. Obviously, you got a round buckle here, square buckle there. But, minor differences. Right there. You see the boots. In this case, they actually made the boots darker, which kind of is funny. They actually have the same exact cape, if you can see here. See if we can get a good shot here. Get them to stand up. If you see here, they actually have the exact same cape. It's the same cape, same mold. Yeah, they just reused the cape. That's okay. And like I said before, I think the... see if I can get them both here. Get your heads together here. Get your heads together. This is awkward trying to get them both in shot here. There we go. As you can see, I prefer the head sculpt on the Man of Steel version of the figure. I don't know. This sculpt is okay, but I like this sculpt better. I don't know. That's just me. But there you have that. So yeah. So you can see the differences here between the Man of Steel version and the Batman v Superman version. So there you go. Me personally, I actually do like the darker suit, but again, that's just me. But there you have that. And yeah, that's pretty much all there is to talk about with this figure. I mean, what you see is what you get. So we have that. We have our first piece here of the Grapnel blaster replica, and as I said, as we review the figures, we'll put this thing together. And yeah. There you go. Like I said, I'm excited for this movie. I can't wait to see it. I hope it's good. But yeah, definitely looking forward to it. And I thought these looked like really cool figures, and so far I'm glad I picked them up. Not the best figures, but you'll see that once we get to Wonder Woman. But still cool nonetheless. So if you would like a Superman of your own or any other DC Multiverse figure, you can always check out BigBadToyStore.com for availability. There will be a link in the description down below, so check that out. And I think that's it. So don't forget to check out EmGo's, check out Lori Plan, follow me on Twitter, all of that good stuff down in the description below. And I think that's pretty much all there is to say. So there is the DC Multiverse Batman v Superman, and this is EmGo saying, remember, you don't stop playing because you grow old because you stop playing. Be geek, be proud. Palm in your face. Whoever's called me away from Metropolis just made a serious mistake. Not as serious as yours, I fear. What? Wait a second, I've heard of you. You're the man they call Bane. Let's not stand on ceremony here, Mr. Kent. Dude, that thing on your mouth seriously muffles your voice. I mean, it's really hard to understand you. What are you talking about? I'm speaking most clearly. You're speaking what? I said I'm speaking most clearly. You're speaking so silly? Yes, it is pretty silly. Oh, whatever. Listen, I am the League of Shadows, and I'm here to fulfill Ra's al Ghul's destiny. Okay, again, I can't really understand what you're saying, but I'm gonna assume you're up to no good, so I'm gonna punch you now. Oh! Now that I understood.